AP photo in the Dallas Morning News, file photos pictured left to right, Trey Flowers and DeMarcus Lawrence. Spending a billionaire's money is one of the least difficult tasks in sports reporting, so I try to avoid it when possible. But in the curious case of DeMarcus Lawrence, I'd only have one problem in telling Cowboys owner Jerry Jones to get out the big checkbook. It's not Lawrence's inconsistency. He has reached the Pro Bowl in just 2 of 5 seasons with Dallas, but it was the last 2. He was a dominant left end in 2017, something very close to that in 2018, is established as a team leader in the huddle and locker room, and, given the recent and not unexpected suspension of Randy Gregory, the club has nothing close to a qualified replacement. Lawrence's first 3 seasons here feel like those of a great player finding his footing and digging in hard to establish it. It's not that he really isn't Khalil Mack or Aaron Donald, the 2 best front 7 players in the league, who have earned massive contracts in the last 12 months from the Bears and the Rams. It's not because he was suspended the first 4 games of 2016 for violations of the NFL substance abuse policy. My only hesitation is those darned New England Patriots. As the start of free agency is just 1 week away, the Super Bowl champs seem to be playing a different game, once again, from the rest of the league. And it's the opposite of what the Cowboys are hoping to accomplish in signing Lawrence to a long-term deal with perhaps $80 million in guaranteed money. Sign up for our free Cowboys newsletter. The Cowboys were one of several teams to lock up their top pass rusher and potential free agent with the franchise tag. Kansas City's Dee Ford, Houston's Jadeveon Clowney, Seattle's Frank Clark and Atlanta defensive tackle Grady Jarrett also were tagged. Teams have until July 15 to reach long-term deals, although the Cowboys hope to get a contract done with Lawrence prior to that since he needs shoulder surgery. But once these outstanding players were protected, the player listed most prominently as the defensive end about to get paid was New England's Trey Flowers. The 4th-year player from Arkansas is a good not great pass rusher who gets 7 sacks a year but made big plays for the Pats in their most recent Super Bowl run. The league leader in sacks the last 3 seasons. That would be Arizona's Chandler Jones, a player New England traded to the Cardinals for a draft pick rather than pay him a huge salary. Jones' 41 sacks the last 3 years have helped Arizona to an 1-8-2-9-1 record. Flowers got 21 sacks, helped New England win 2 more Super Bowl rings, and now it will be someone else's turn. A year ago, the New York Giants were taking pats on the back for signing New England defensive tackle Nate Solder to protect Eli Manning's blind side. Solder was okay at best, and for a man who signed a 4-year $62 million contract, he was inadequate. The Pats won a Super Bowl with no starting lineman drafted higher than the 3rd round. The Cowboys lead the NFL in first-round picks and money spent on the offensive line. Related, 3 Randy Gregory replacements the Cowboys could target in free agency, so the Patriots do things differently. They are not obsessed with keeping their own, and they will move on from anyone not named Tom Brady when the time feels right. No one else has figured out their methodology, and I hardly expect the Cowboys' brain trust to do so. Given that the more immediate competition is the Philadelphia Eagles, the Cowboys' best chance to repeat as division champs for the first time since Barry Switzer was here involves Lawrence having a big year at left end and serving as the leader for a rotation up front that will likely include 2 or 3 new faces due to Gregory's suspension and David Irving's exit. There are times the Cowboys can be called out for overpaying to keep their favorite players. This is not one of them. Cowboys reached the 2nd round of the playoffs last season because of a defense that consistently showed the way for an offense that sputtered to produce touchdowns far too often. The potential greatness of the Cowboys' defense, it's certainly not there yet, begins with Lawrence continuing to grow into a force that requires regular double teams. The Cowboys have plenty of cap room and ample flexibility on when to extend players. Technically, they don't need to do anything with Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott or Amari Cooper until 2020. Adding an extra few million guaranteed millions to Lawrence's offer makes sense as soon as possible. then maybe the most beautiful minds at the start can sit back and figure out what in the world the Patriots are doing.